welcome back. Today we're going to do some mobility. This is really great for recovery. Like I've been saying in my text messages, recovery is as important as the exercises that we've been doing earlier this week. So it's going to kind of feel like a warm-up mostly. We're going to try to move at every joint and move every muscle, but not work every muscle, right? So we're just gonna kind of go slow and rhythmic, and just focus on stretching and moving and feeling flexible and loose. So Alexa, turn it up. I tried getting some classical piano music so that it's really relaxing, but I don't know if you can hear it. So anyway, without further ado, let us start. So the first thing we're gonna do is just stand, feet hip width apart, and I've got my stopwatch on because we're gonna go for about 30 seconds with each move. And then maybe work up to a minute when we do this again. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I don't really know if this has a name, but I call it heart breathing, kind of yogic in nature. So we did this in yoga. So as we breathe in, our arms come up, and as we breathe out, we put our hands together in prayer position, bring them down to our heart, okay? So breathe in, breathe out, and we're just gonna do that for 30 seconds, okay? Breathing deeply, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And about 5 more seconds, so maybe one more breath. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna do some just twisting. So as I twist to one side, I want you to make sure your back foot pivots up onto your toe, okay? So that you don't hurt your back. So we're just twisting gently side to side. Make sure you're not hurting your back, you're just kind of warming up your core muscles, okay? So 30 seconds, twisting and twisting, and still breathing. We're not trying to get the heart rate up, so we're just going slow, but we do want to feel our core muscles slightly engaging. Just enough to feel it, right? You can dance. I don't dance, I'm not good at dancing, but whatever feels good. Oh, we went too long. Okay. Perfect. Next, we're going to just do some movements in the goalpost pose that we know and love so well. So we're gonna come up to goalpost, we're gonna go up, and then forward, and then in, okay? So it's gonna be fluid, up, forward, in, for 30 seconds, okay? Nice and gentle, don't go too crazy. Up, forward, close. Up, forward, close. Up, forward, my bad, close. Up, forward, close. Up, forward, close. I really can't see this thing. Hey, we did it. Good. Next, we're going to do some wrist circles, okay? So holding those weights puts pressure on our wrist joints, especially if we're doing any push-ups or plank position for abs. Now go the opposite direction. So we just want to move this joint all the ways that it can move. And then we're going to stretch our wrists, okay? So we're going to hold one hand in front and just gently pull back until you feel the stretch in your bottom of your forearm there. And just hold that and take a couple of deep breaths. I'm not very cute today. I'm wearing my dojo outfit, my hair's crazy, I'm not wearing makeup, whatever. And then we're gonna fold it down this way and very gentle pressure. Don't tug at it, just gentle pressure till you feel it in the top of your forearm and it stretches out the wrist. Feels really good. Other arm, wrist I should say. Gentle pull. We don't need to hurt ourselves, we're just trying to recover. And then stretch down. This is what we call active recovery. Now let's stretch the shoulders just for like 1 second on each. So over the other elbow and we just tug it down a little gently. Okay. All right, now we're gonna move on to a little bit of leg recovery. So I'm gonna get a chair so I can show you how to do this with a chair. Okay, so first we're going to do one leg at a time. We're going to bring up our left leg and just pull it up as high as you can and put it down. Okay. We're just getting the movement. Just lifting under, grab a hold of that knee and just lift. You should feel that in the front of your leg. I forgot to push the button. That helps. Okay, that's probably enough. So next, I planned this out and didn't memorize it or anything. Okay, next we're going to just bring our leg up behind us. Like we're going for the stretch that you said you can't reach it, but just lift it. Just moving the hamstring, movement in the back of the knee. We're just moving today, not doing anything hard or crazy. We're moving and stretching. Okay, that's good. All right, next we're going to get a good hold of the chair. We're gonna bring up the leg and we're just gonna invert and evert. Okay, so we're just back and forth. So there should be no motion at your knee, the motion is in your hip. Okay, hip mobility is super important as we're aging. We'll just go like 15 more seconds. And if you can't go that long, just go as long as you can and you'll get faster. I just finished a really hard leg workout, so my leg is like, no, I can't hold it up there. All right, that's good. Let's move on to the other side. Okay, so lifting and placing it back down. Lifting, putting down, lift, down. We really want to make sure we're actively really using all of our joints, especially aging, right? If you don't use it, you lose it. And that is something we do not want to lose, is our hip mobility. Okay, that's 30. Now let's go back. If you can touch your heel, just try that. I can reach it, so I'm gonna give a little tug for a stretch. Almost done. These are good for balance too, right? Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna invert and evert. And I'm actually not mad that I'm holding a chair. I can do this without the chair, but my legs are super tired right now. So I'm slowly feeling the motion in the hip. Rotating. I remember when the boys were little, their pediatrician would do this. Lay them on their back and wiggle their hips like this to check their hip rotation. Woo! My sore leg. Okay, that's good. All right, now, okay. We're going to fold forward like this and kind of twist a little. So the right arm's gonna aim for the left ankle. If you can't reach your feet, go to your knees or your shin. The point is to stretch and open up those muscles. So we're opening up here and stretching the back of our legs when we go down, okay? And we'll go. Just gonna keep moving. Breathe out on the way down, breathe in on the way up. One more. And up we go. I hope this is relaxing to you. It feels really good to me. Okay. Now I'm going to actually do this on my bench. Because I'm afraid if I fumble with the phone, the camera is going to go bye-bye. So I'm just gonna do this on the bench and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. So I want you to get on your hands and knees, like so. And we're gonna do what's called threading the needle. So this is the needle, okay? We're going to put it in here, all the way to the floor, and then bring it up here. Okay, so threading. Maybe you don't have to go all the way to the floor. Now that I'm doing this, it sounded better in my head, but let's just thread it and come open. Okay. We'll go about 20 more seconds here. So this is a good shoulder mobility exercise. Our shoulders and hips are the two joints that, go in circles. Everything else is a fixed joint, right? But our shoulders and hips are going all directions. Okay, other arm. So reaching in, opening up, reaching in, opening up. So we're stretching the muscles around these joints while also keeping the joints fluid. And I mean that literally. Movement tells the body to release the synovial fluid that keeps your joints supple. So movement is good for everything. Okay. 30. Oh, that felt kind of good. Now, we're gonna stay on the floor, so sit down. Let's see, I'm gonna do this on this. Okay. So, as if I'm on the floor. Okay, so one leg is straight out. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna have to try to move my phone down. We'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll just put it on the floor. Okay. All right, that's not bad. Okay, move that out of the way. So this I'm calling a seated rainbow. So we're going to just take our knee and kind of draw a rainbow with it. Okay, so again, that movement at the hip, but it's also stretching some of our hip muscles. I forgot to push the button again. Someday, when I make videos for the masses instead of just my mom, I will have somebody that does the counting and the timing for me. But this one feels good, so I can pretty much do it all day. Okay, switch legs. So we're going in and we're going out, just like we're drawing a rainbow. And we're not having to really engage our muscles because we're using our hand to do the pulling and the pushing. I hope that feels good to you because it feels really good to me. All right, and we are done with that one. I have to look at my list to see what's next. Okay, we're staying on the ground and we're almost done. So we're gonna just do a cat-cow, stretching our back. So start out straight, lift up into the cat, and then cow comes back down. So, I don't know if you can tell my shirt. You can probably go down a little bit, arch like that. I'm not allowed to, so I'm gonna go straight. But we're just gonna go up and arch. Arching like a cat, arching like a cow. This is yoga to arch. And that's good. So now let's come into child's pose. So we're gonna do kind of the same thing. We're gonna go up to quadruped. I feel like this is the most unflattering video I've ever made of myself, but whatever. Stretch back to child's pose. Okay, quadruped to child's, quadruped to child's, quadruped, child, and keep going for 5 more seconds. And done. Okay. Now, let's do this is the last thing. So we're gonna come into child's pose and we're just gonna walk our hands all the way to one side, all the way to the other side, okay? And then we'll do some stretches. Oh, that feels good on the lower back. You don't have to go too far over. Just like 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock if you can. I don't think I'm quite getting there. Oh. Okay, and that is it. Now, let's just do a little bit of stretching. Roll the shoulders. supposed to be relaxing. I don't ever roll my neck backwards. It's not good for your vertebrae. But rolling side to side feels really good. Okay, now let's just hold it and give our necks a good little stretch. That feels good. Other side. Okay, let's just do a quick leg stretch and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we're gonna stretch out the front of the quad. This is really good camera angles, but you know. So leaning forward, and you can have something to hold on to next to you if you need it. Stretching out the front of the leg and the hip flexors. Bring your arm up. Ah, very good stuff. And then we'll just come back into a hamstring stretch. So the heel goes up, the toes up here, and you push your butt back. So you're feeling that stretch on the back of the leg. You can point and flex. That feels nice. Point and flex. Let's move to the other leg. And lean forward. Into that. We're stretching here. Other arm goes up. Oh. That is good. And back into the hamstring stretch. The heels down, my toes up. Push the butt back. Feeling it right here. Tight hamstrings can cause a tight back. Tight calves can cause heel pain. So we want to keep the back of our legs nice and flexible. As flexible as we can. Okay, that ought to do it. I hope that feels good. I hope that this new rhythm will work for you so that you're not too tired. And I love you and have a good day.